Hey guys, it's FanofFans47 here with another hotel room tour. Today we're here at the Sheraton Portsmouth Harborside Hotel here in downtown Portsmouth, New Hampshire. This is a double queen bedroom that we're going to be touring today. So with that said, we'll just go ahead and get started. Here in the foyer area, here's the entry door, with a door closer of course. And then down here you have your deadbolt, your E-lock, and then the main handle with this privacy sticker here. So it's the same thing on each side. Over here is a peephole you can see out. Yeah. And then you got this emergency evacuation plan over here. And then you got the switch for the main entry light, which is right here. I quite like this fixture actually. It's showing up weird on camera. It's not matching the camera's flicker rate. Over here is another, or rather the first, fire safety sprinkler. And right over here is a closet containing an ironing board in the back right there, and up here a pair of slippers, and over here a robe. So it's quite nice that they give you all those. You can see doors made of wood, and it's got this sort of, I think this is a magnet. No, it's like a latch. That's interesting. So I guess it just rests in that little nubby thing. Anyway, into the bathroom. Go ahead and turn the light on. So you have two sources of light in here. You have a light around the mirror here, and you have another one in the shower. So it's plenty bright enough in here to do what you need to do to freshen up. So that's always good. Go ahead and shut the door, and the lock does work. You see? And over here's a GFCI logo hand test, which works. There you go, you can see it shuts off all the lights. And by the way, there's no fan in here, it's just an exhaust vent. And up there's another fire sprinkler, by the way. And over here you have some hand and face towels. One of them's been used, it's just sitting here. Here's the sink. It is a Grohe. Excellent water pressure. And behind here is a lever to clog the drain, which also works, as you can see. And of course it's got an overflow. You can see this is a marble countertop, so it looks pretty cool. The walls in here got this interesting texture and design to them. Over here, kind of the same thing, just a lighter shade. And then for amenities, we have bar soap and liquid soap, so it's nice to give you a choice between the two. Over here you have some, I guess these are shower amenities. These are like Q-tips and cotton balls. And then this is a makeup remover wipe. And then there's some body lotion behind here. Two drinking glasses with coasters. Over here's a magnifying mirror. Kleenex over here. Right next to the commode is the toilet paper. Here's the commode itself. It is a Toto. And you can see on top of the toilet is a spare roll of toilet paper. And before I forget, under here is some towels, some shower towels. So I have a little bit of a cold. And over here is a trash can. And you can see there's quite a bit of space under the vanity area, which is quite nice. You can use that for additional storage. And above the toilet is this picture frame with this illustration depicting downtown Portsmouth. I've actually been in this exact area before, and I've been on that exact boat. So that's cool. I always like how I can relate to these picture frames sometimes. So yeah. Over here is the shower bath combo with your classic arched shower curtain and of course that light that I mentioned earlier. And over there is a random box that leads to God knows where. It has a handle on it. I wonder if I can actually open it. Let's see. Nah, it's glued shut. Not gonna even bother trying to force it. So yeah, it's got your dual layered curtain with magnets on the bottom. You got a floor mat over here, and it does have the anti-slip texture at the bottom of the tub. Go ahead and step on in here. Got a bunch of amenities over here. Body wash, conditioner, and shampoo. Got a couple of soap racks here. Over here is this ADA compliant handle. And then we got the overflow right there. The main drain. And you can see the overflow has a switch on it to clog the drain, which doesn't appear to work. These things are always hit or miss. I guess you could try to force that thing down if you really wanted to, but I'm not even going to try because chances are I'm not going to be able to get it back up. And then you got your bath faucet with the switcher from the tub to the shower. Over there's your temperature control. It's an American standard. And here's the shower head itself. It appears to be a generic head, but it looks like it's in pretty good shape. It looks like it was recently cleaned, or it could actually be newly installed as well. And you can see the walls within the shower area are tiled, per usual. So I guess we'll go ahead and test the water pressure. I'll move the curtain over to this side. I'm going to try to place the camera on top of this picture frame. I don't know if it's... no, it's not thick enough. The thing's going to fall right into the toilet. Yeah, I'll just put it here. Go and turn on the water. Oh wow. Very powerful and a very nice massage. And it's not leaking at all. So yeah, I'd say that's pretty nice. I'll go ahead and dry my hands just so I don't get the camera too wet. There we go. So yeah, simple and cozy little bathroom, but nothing less than what you'd need for a short duration stay. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. Oh, before I forget, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, there's a hair dryer here. So yeah, and a door stopper. So yeah, now here's another door stopper for the main entry door. And now, finally moving out into the main part of the room here. As you can see right away, it is quite spacious. Another thing that kind of caught me off guard is that it's not wall-to-wall carpeting like a lot of Sheratons are. It's just this, this normal carpet that's sort of like glued to the floor. So it's kind of interesting. I mean, it's got your typical Sheraton design, but you can see the outer edges of the room, all hardwood floors, so found that kind of unique. It's definitely more European style. I mean, it's nothing bad, it's just unique. Anyway, we'll start over here. Here's the thermostat for the HVAC unit, which I'll show later. Got some more fire safety stuff, a sprinkler, and a smoke and CO detector. I believe it's combo smoke and CO. So yeah. Over on this side, we got trash and recycling. Got this nice big and tall mirror with these hooks on it. Obviously the lighting over here isn't great, so it's really just good for a quick fit check before you leave the room. Over here is this big LG flat screen TV, which does have streaming services, which is always nice. It also is Chromecast enabled and has Bluetooth. You can connect your phone to it and listen to your music. So, yeah, it's a very nice TV. It's got your Marriott Bonvoy branded remote. Antimicrobial protected product. Not compatible for residential use. So this is a Marriott specific remote. I've actually never seen this before. So it's kind of interesting. Below the TV is a luggage rack, as you can see. And then you got a couple of drawers for additional storage. And here's the Holy Bible. And then you got this other little ottoman here, with of course my grip, and my shoes under it. You can see under it acts sort of as a cubby. So again, additional storage space, always nice. Over here is a charging station with 2 outlets and 2 USB ports. And this switch controls a strip light above the TV. So it's like a mood light, kind of gives a cool aesthetic to the room. And you can see the TV is bordered by this wooden panel here. You can see behind it is just some more wall, except it's a little cushy. So that's kind of interesting. You wouldn't think it'd be cushy. It's almost like this canvas sort of thing if you look at the side here. So, I actually quite like it. And over here is this table light right here, as you can see. It has 2 brightness settings. This is really just a handle. There's nothing else on this. It's not like an additional light or anything. It's really just to swivel this back and forth. And this does also tilt, as you can see, so that's cool. You can see the light is an LED. Here's the table itself. Over here is a menu for the room service. And then you got this little directory here, or guide or whatever. Over here you got a ice container, more drinking glasses and coasters, plastic cups with an additional coaster, and some complimentary Poland Spring water. So yeah. And the table itself is very wobbly. So I'd say that should be addressed. There's the bottom of it. I don't know what's causing the wobble, because it's not like it has feet at all. This chair is missing a foot though, so this is also wobbly. And this is a cheap chair. I'm not a fan of this chair. Here's an outlet right here. And a random junction box over here. And right behind me is the window. Here's a view from the 4th floor of the hotel. We're looking right out into a construction site, as you can see. So it's been kind of noisy, so that's kind of a bummer. These windows don't open, by the way. I'm assuming it's for safety reasons. And then you do have dual layer curtains here. You have a privacy shield and a blackout curtain on each side, as you can see. And the sill you could use as some storage space for small items, I guess. You can see it's made of marble. And right below that is the GE Zone Line P-TAC. As you can see, thermostat control like you saw earlier. And below that is actually this old radiator that has been defunct. So it's kind of interesting that they left this here. They never took it out. But as you can see under it, the molding has been heavily neglected. You can see it's peeling off, there's tape. Definitely not what I'd like to see. So this hotel is definitely showing its age, but that's whatever. Minor issue. Over here we have a little kitchenette area, I guess. You got this coffee machine. It's your classic hotel coffee machine. I think this one's just generic, though. I don't see a brand name on it anywhere. Let's see what it says at the bottom here. Courtesy Products, I guess. Never heard of that brand, and I don't know if I trust it. Got some cups with napkins. Got all your coffee and tea here. Stirs, sugar, and cream. And down below that is the Safe Mark System safe. Go ahead and open it here. You can see the inside has got this felt pad in it. There's a battery pack on the door. And what's nice is that it latches even if it's unlocked. So I like that. Anyway, to use the safe, first you use a 4-digit code to lock. Choose any code and press lock. And then it'll say closed. And it'll say the code that you set. And then eventually everything should go out. There we go. Now just type in the code again. And it opens for you. And there's a night light when you type in the code to open. So that's cool. And then to clear the code, you just hit the clear button. And that clears everything and resets it. So yeah, there's that. And right below that is the Absolute Cold mini fridge. Here it is. You can see it's got one of these stingy digital controls, but otherwise it works. It's plenty cold in there, so I guess I can't complain too much. And now for the most important part of the room. The 2 queen-size beds. As you can see, they come with 4 pillows, which are... they're okay. They're a little soft. Not the worst I've seen, but certainly could be improved. And they do have cushy headboards, which I always like to see this day and age, as a lot of hotels seem to be phasing this out. And we'll do a quick comfiness test. Oh yeah. I think I'm going to sleep well on this tonight. Assuming this one's the same. Yeah, it's exactly the same. These are nice mattresses. Yeah, we'll do a quick cleanliness test of the two. I'm not seeing any red flags there, just a little bit of lint. And nothing here either. So that's good. These have been cleaned thoroughly. And over here is the center nightstand. Here's a big lamp right here, which can be half lit, and each bulb does have 2 brightness settings, so it's an incredibly flexible bedside lamp. Here are the switches right here. So you can see, there's that, there's that. I don't know if I can show you, oh there we go. There are the 2 bulbs right there. Here, I'll flip the switches again so you can see everything in action. Come on, this one doesn't want to go dim. So that one goes dim. I don't know why the dim setting isn't working for that one. That's weird. Anyway, it also has a USB port on it, and it has an outlet on this side. Over here's a note sheet with a pen. And then you got this really cool looking alarm clock. This is actually a wireless charging pad here. So that's cool to see. It's very light too. That is the correct time, by the way. It's 3:31. So yeah, it has a couple USBs on it too. Other than that though, there's no MP3 line or anything, it's just a buzzer. And then over here is your standard hotel telephone. Kind of a unique design. I'll to go back in its charger. There we go. You can see it's charging when that light goes solid. So yeah. Then you got some storage space underneath here with this advertisement here. And yeah, this doesn't pull out. Okay. But yeah, there's that. And you can see behind the bed, the walls have a bit of a different design. You got this twig sort of design. It seems to be pretty common in these Marriotts to have this design on the wall. Another thing I'll mention is this thing. This relay thing. This, it actually serves a pretty unique purpose, and I think it's kind of innovative. Before you ask, no, it's not a spy camera or anything like that. It just tracks, it connects to the room services carts via Bluetooth, so it can track where the employees are in the building. So that's pretty cool. I've never seen that before. So yeah. But other than that, that's pretty much the entire room. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. No, I don't think I am. So, I will say overall, I do think this room is perfectly adequate for a short to medium duration stay. One thing I will note is that it has tons of outlets, so you don't have to worry about any outlet shortages if you're bringing a bunch of electronics, which is always nice to see. Tons of outlets, tons of USBs, and yeah, the only complaints I really have are the molding falling apart on this side of the room. And also, something I forgot to mention, over here in this general area I found to be a little dusty, but that's pretty minor. Everything else seems to be thoroughly cleaned. But yeah, so that's going to conclude this hotel room tour. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give a like and consider subscribing to the channel, because more videos will be posted like this in the near future. And peace out.